Hello everyone and welcome to the Showstoppers channel. I have very good news. My household goods finally arrived in Korea, which means that I wasted no time breaking open my tough boxes with my hair supplies, weaves, jams, combs, scissors, razors, you name it. So, no matter what time it is over here in Korea, because if you ask me, I will not tell, I am going to do a sew-in with an invisible part, and I'm going for the look of a bob with nice little feathers on the side. So keep it locked and enjoy. Okay, this is the hair that I used, 100% human hair. I've already pre-braided my hair. I took the hair out of the package, of course, and split the track in two. I wanted a thinner, I didn't want a bulky weave, I wanted a thin, more natural looking weave. And I'm about to reveal my braiding style technique. The bigger part in the middle is where I'm going to lay my invisible part tracks, and also I will sew in the tracks at the top of those braids. You'll see that later on. This is how I braid my hair. You measure your weave up against the braid, and you start the sewing process. Some people don't know how to put thread through a needle, so this is how I do it. Again, this is how I do it. I tie a knot at the end to secure the secure the weave to the braid. And I use the loop-de-loop technique, which we'll see in a second. And I also, when I sew my hair, I go underneath the whole braid and pull the needle through. Some people go through the braid and pull the needle through, but I try to grab the whole braid. As you can see, this is my loop-de-loop technique. Some people probably already use it, but hey, this is the way I do my sew-in. So, hope you can take it with a grain of salt. So we're going to work our way all the way up to the top braid, where my part will be. And the next couple of slides will be me sewing my hair, basically, using the loop-de-loop technique. It looks like I'm pulling my hair really hard, but I'm really not. I'm just trying to, get the kinks out of the thread. I'm not hurting myself. It looks that way though. Working our way on up. And I am doubling every other braid. So one braid will have one single track, and the next braid will have two tracks, but I didn't cut it, I just doubled it. I cut one long track, I measured my whole braid that I was about to sew, and I cut it once, and all I did was fold it and start the sewing process. So every other braid has a double track. Now time for the invisible part. Don't worry, the small tracks will shed. That's because you cut them so small, and you probably cut on top of the weft part, but it's okay. And make sure that the bulky part, the blunt side of the track is laying down towards your hair, so you won't have those frizzies everywhere. The way I started my invisible part is I slanted the weave, and I slanted every two, and the third one every third one I made it straight so it could cover up the 2 tracks that were sideways, because I figured out that I'm not perfect on the invisible part, so you will see like pieces of the track. The purpose of the invisible part is not to see the tracks, but you know, practice makes perfect. So this is only my second invisible part trial, so I'm getting there. I hope you all feel the same way. This is the third piece, and this will be the straight piece to cover up the other 2 errors that I made. And I didn't use a blow dryer because everyone in my house was asleep, so I'll be using spritz to give it a more secure hold to my hair, and you'll see that later on in the clip. As you can see, you can't see it. I was getting tired. It's okay. Alright, this is the almost finished product. I stopped there because I didn't want my part going all the way to the middle of my head. So I went on and started gluing more pieces to make my closure piece smaller. And that is my closure piece. I did it as like a regular closure, except not all the way around. I just pulled it. Once it was dry, I pulled it to the side once I put it in my head, and just made sure it wasn't in the part. The hair wasn't in the part, as you can see. See? I just spread it out in 3 different ways instead of 4, and secured it with the spritz. It was nice. It's nice and clean. Now, to see the styling of the invisible part, bob, you have to check out my part 2. So I hope you enjoyed part 1. Please come and check out part 2 and see my style. Thanks for watching.